Look at me. Look at me. I can, again, just wanting to record the state I'm in. Look at these eyes again. I had my birthday party this weekend. Really fun. Everyone enjoyed themselves, which is fun and good and happy. Got very drunk, of course, etc. etc. Being hungover is interesting. It's harder in France because I kind of just in England I enjoy the lack of communication and difficulty with communication. But in France it's just pain. it's more just pain. It's less humorous, really. That's all. Whereas in England, I'm just like, sure, whatever, you know what I meant. And here I'm like, nobody knows what I meant, barely even me. But back to work on Monday after. I put a fair bit of work in actually to that party. Very late, last minute as per usual. But in terms of preparing the veg, and I don't know, preparing the environment, but which got not destroyed, just used, well used. You know how drunk people are. It's funny how it changes. That waking up the next day, actually, that would have been a much better party if it wasn't my house that I was waking up in. If that makes any sense. Like, as the host, you sacrifice a little bit of the fun, particularly the day after, particularly the morning after, or whatever. You look around, like, if this is not my place, I'd be like, ha 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 ha, I'd be laughing and loving it. Like, oh, look how cool, look how much fun was had the night before. But it's my place, and each like, ha ha, comes with like an, oh, I have to clean that. So it's, I'm in two minds. Secondarily, I'm looking at graduation stuff here, man. Fucking can't be asked, man. Come on. Graduation is just a format, like, I'm not a ceremony kind of guy in any way, really, really not. I'm unceremonious about most things, other than 420. If my mum wasn't so keen on it, I would not be doing it. Seriously, I would much rather just not go and live with that for the rest of my life. Like, oh, I didn't graduate. Oh, whatever. But shitting on the prospect of graduation isn't necessarily what I came here to talk about. Well, I'm looking at it. I'm trying to like sort out, going back to England. It's annoying that I'm in France because I have to go back to England, do the graduation, come back. You know what? My whole situation, abundance, man, abundance. I should just use more holiday days, and my life would be much simpler. Why didn't I do that before? Solid plan, Louis. Solid plan. Yep. Really feeling the Jordan Peterson room thing. Looked in my room this morning and I was like, I totally could find, 10 things to improve with the room. Many, many things. And I don't know when I'm going to get around to it. Also, actually, on a serious note, I'm only halfway through that future authoring thing. That is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I paid for that, which I'm okay with. I'm not okay with not finishing it, man. Come on. That's ridiculous. You can't stop halfway. A thing you paid £12 for. Of a thing that's, your whole future thing that's been talking about. The issue was that, like, the whole point is to, visualize a future, like the optimal future, and a negative future. And then the second half is about making them happen, like make an actual plan to make it happen. But I don't have a vision of the future still. I just don't know. Interestingly though, what it did reveal to me was my focus on family life. Like, all I cared about was just being happy at home in the future. I mean, I want to have a nice work life, but if I go home, my family's all like, oh, that would be ideal. Far more ideal than the ideal work situation. Would I prefer working the shittiest job in the world and having the best family ever, or the inverse of that, right? It's like, have a great job, but come home to a bitchy wife and bitchy kids, and just like, ugh, not looking forward to going. Would I rather look forward to going to work, or rather look forward to going home? And I think the answer has to be to going home, because home is where home is. Oh yeah, that's it. I'm very busy now in day-to-day life. Since doing this garden, since trying to sort my granddad's garden out, it's gonna be huge, man. Really gotta hurry up, basically. Fuck. And it's gonna be hard because it's so dry. Bonjour. Elle est partie, ouais. Elle revient après le déjeuner. Ok. De rien. So that fine. Oh wow, that's late recording. Oh, that's just great. Great. That'd be fun to watch again. Anyway, the ground is dry, which makes the garden hard to do. And I'm a noob, so which makes the garden hard to do. And I don't want to fuck up my granddad's garden, which makes the garden hard to do. And even today, when I get there, I'm gonna have to do the indoors, not even the outdoors, man, because I've still got shit left over from the party. Because I don't say no to things. Because, well, how could I say no to a fun afternoon in the sun yesterday instead of cleaning up even more? Why would I do that when the cleanup can wait? Like washing up can wait. All of it could wait. Everything that I'd done so far that day was the essentials. Earning my freedom, eh? And I've only got 2 months, man. 2 months left in France. Like I'm past that 2 month mark actually. Like it's the something of June, 17th, 19th of June, and my work finishes on the 11th of October. Try August. Try 11th of August. The point is that the 19 is bigger than the 11, and so it's less than 2 months. Fuck. I've got to come back. I'm definitely coming back. I just wish I was better at speaking French. Definitely set my expectations way too high. But I also didn't really perform to the best of my ability. Oh, that's something. Yeah, you go. Recently, so speaking of not performing to the best of my ability, like in terms of my weight, it's not happening in my body again. Every time I'm off to England, man, puts me back in 70 kilos. Don't like it. And it's funny because 70 was like a default. It is still a default. Like I think if I don't control my eating and sort of all of that, like I'll without letting go. So if I don't control my eating without drugs, I'd be 70. With drugs, 70. And if I control my drugs, no, if I control my food, I've been seeing 67, very rarely 66. And summertime, I'm gonna be swimming, partying, and being topless, and I'd like to feel good about being topless, which is totally possible without without having abs or whatever. Like my goal is still abs. That's just a long-term goal that I'm changing that to 65 kilo weight because it's too far away and unimaginable, this goal of abs. Start fucking start where you can, man. Don't say abs before you've even not seen 65 kilos. Because if my body fat is like, so I weigh 70 because it is 70 kilos. 20% body fat at least. We're talking more 30. Well, let's go 25, right? I'm a quarter of me is fat. Okay, 25% body fat. I want 10% body fat. 25 minus 10 equals 15% body fat, or 15% of my body weight that I need to lose, and 15% of 70 is about 10 kilos. So I'd like to be weighing 70 kilos minus 10 kilos, which is 60 kilos. I haven't seen 60 kilos in fuck knows how long. That's like, and every time I try and lose weight, I get stuck on 67 and 66. I've not seen 65. And so 60 is miles away, basically. And so might as well start with 65, or like the highest number that I haven't seen in forever. Than saying abs, which I'd like to think is 60. If I get to 60 kilos and I don't have abs, which is very, very possible, I'll just continue. I'm totally fine with my body. I could be like the same weight and happy and the same weight and unhappy, basically. It's very easy. Just depending on like my exercise and how I feel. Like today, I'm hungry, but I still feel fat, and it's just an indication that I'm definitely not in a good place. Whereas I was like 67 kilos, like I was doing really well, and we went like on this night, you know what you call it, a house party, and whatever for whatever reason, the shirts were off, and I was completely fine with it because I was feeling good for what I normally am. Because I was at my best. Oh, I've thought about this before. I haven't put it in video form yet. You know, like imagine like a really fat person. They could feel like great after losing 10 kilos, even though they're still hugely fat. It doesn't matter. They're the minimum they've been for a while, and so they feel fantastic. And that's what matters. That's what I want to be in summer. I want to be feeling good about what I am, not this current state. Post drinking, post eating needs to change. I want to change, man. I want it. I want it. I don't want abs though. I don't. I like as in Fahad always gets me with this. You know, like, but you don't want it enough. Like, what's your anchor? There is no anchor. It's just a nice idea. It's just not. It's not going to happen if I don't want it bad enough. The idea is I want to see myself at my minimum. I want to see myself with abs, just so that I know what they look like. So I can say I had abs. Then I'm fine. And then I don't care about keeping them, which is basically the same as I don't care about getting them. But I do. I want to see them once, man. I want to know. I want to know what it was like to have I want a picture of me with abs. That's basically it. But might as well start with 65 kilos, eh? I should fucking go. Let's hope this is some good material.